Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to week 5. This is the most exciting time of this class in my opinion from the perspective of the modules that we go over. I like week 5 and 6. I'm big into writing. I've been writing for a long time. I kind of have to be in a doctoral program because that's the majority of the work that I have to do. But from that perspective, I think you're going to really enjoy this week's material. We talk about writing in its basic form to begin with, and then we talk about in week 6, we talk more about APA style and MLA style and just ways to write in order to be standard and effective across the board. So this week in Module 5 or Week 5, we just talk about the process of writing essays, how to format your essays, and really how to start the process to make sure that your mind's clear and you know what to navigate before you write an important paper or something very similar. So a lot of times I talk about for students making sure that you understand the introduction, the body of the paper, and then the conclusion. This material is going to go over some instances like that, and of course, I think if you really dig into it, you're going to learn a lot. So be sure to take a look at all the material located here, because I think there's some great information for you guys to really take advantage of. Okay, from that perspective, we got to read chapter 11 and chapter 12. How do you begin writing, right? That's chapter 11, and then writing essays from start to finish. Be sure, again, just a reminder, to use your Flat World textbook to look at the textbook online. There's a lot of different videos in there that you would miss if you were just reading it out of pages of a book. So make sure you take a look at it online. A couple of different, like I've done this entire time, The Power of Writing, Write Well Starting Now. Covered a couple of different things this way that you're able to take a look at. I'm also going to fix the lecture here so it's a little bit easier for you to navigate, just like I did in prior modules. So take a look at the videos. Make sure you watch the lecture, of course, on week 5. It's really good. And then a thing I'll note really quickly before we talk about the homework is Google Scholar. This is something I give an overview on. I do this and our important PMI library, but when you're writing, especially in a class, a college level course, you want to make sure that you're using scholarly material. So part of that is understanding articles and where things come from. You can't just use a .com source for information in your paper, because that source could be opinion based and we want something that's factual. Usually .edu, .gov, or articles, scholarly articles with DOI basis identifiers are what we use in order to make a paper, right, on a scholarly level. So I wanted to show you what it looks like, but it's blocking me for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on with Google Scholar right now, but we'll take a look at it at a different time. You feel free to search articles, and the articles will pop up. One cool thing that you can click on, which I can't show you right now, is you can cite the articles, but that's not something we're going to talk about this week. We'll talk about it next week. So I'll do another try on Google Scholar next week so you're able to see some of that material. Let's pop on back over to the course. Okay, we just talked about Google Scholar, so take a look at that. The biggest thing I want you to focus on is making sure that you read chapter 11 and chapter 12 and watch the lecture. Due this week, just like similar, this is incorrect. It's not due in July. I'm not sure why it has that, because it has the due date right above it, so I'll fix that. Your homework is going to be due on the 19th, April 19th by end of day. And it says 10:59 Pacific time. It should be Pacific Standard Time, so it'll show a little late. I'm not sure why it's listed PDT instead of PST. I'll try to fix that. I'm not sure if it did it on other weeks. Let's take a look real quick while you're on here. Do some IT check at the same time. Yeah, this one's correct, so we'll fix that. It should say 11:59. And we'll get that changed for you guys. And then also your so we talked about the homework. Also your discussion board post due dates, of course, are going to be 4/15 for your first post, which is a Wednesday. Don't submit that late, please. And 4/19, which is Sunday by end of day. And I'm not sure why that says 7/14. So the due dates here are completely wrong. I'll get those fixed real quick and I'll pop back on. Should be all fixed for you guys now, with the exception of that. I'll take off that 7/13 due date here in the next bit, but the times are right. So I'm not sure why it says PDT instead of PST. I think it's a system thing for Blackboard, but we're all learning this new Blackboard Ultra together. It's got a lot of great components. I think it's a lot easier. I think it's easier on the student side too, so there's some great benefits, but I'm learning some things, so I appreciate your patience with me. But be sure to watch the second video that I'm posting here below. It talks a little bit about getting your work done on time. But other than that, you guys have a great week looking at how to write well. Make sure you take advantage of it. It's really important. And if you need anything from me, don't ever hesitate to reach out. Keep up the good work. Thanks so much.